Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. A look at the starting group for the Pelicans. Murphy and Zion at the small and power forwards. Murray out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Messi in at the 5. And for Boston, Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown are the wingmen. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. Taking a look at both of these teams, Stan, what impresses you the most about them?
I would say the overall depth. Both of these teams have a lot of guys they can throw out there in certain situations. And as a coach, that versatility makes a big difference when you're trying to figure out your rotations.
When Poole gets this close, he knows to go for it. He's not going to waste the chance at all.
Here's Brown. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Back to Murray. And he drops it in from the low post.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
To the middle. Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
Cuts off the pass. Fast break. Here we go. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now here's Poole. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Poole's gotten his second bucket on the night.
He can put you in the spin cycle. Poole with the impressive handles.
And Grant, the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
Tatum can't hit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. We talked about the problems that Zion Williamson can give a team inside. And Coach said it's not about the shots that Zion makes, it's about the shots his teammates miss. We have to make sure that we body up Zion and not let him convert misses into makes. Might be hard finding volunteers willing to body up Zion. Guys, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's Williamson. Blocked! Outside, Brown. There's the drive, and the jam by Brown.
Attacking the rim at full speed. No one wanted to get in Brown's way.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. Pritchard's checked in for Boston.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for Boston, number 11, Peyton Pritchard.
Here's Messi. It's tipped. To the paint. Brown passes to Tatum. Back to Brown. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson. And it's Williamson with the ball for the Pelicans. Poole, right side. That's good from Williamson on the assist by Poole.
Throwing his weight around in there, Zion Williamson.
Celtics trail by 4. Here's White. Got a hand on it. Puts up a 3. Kicks it out to Williamson from deep. Kept alive. Here's Messi. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to go. Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pritchard finds Tatum. Stan, looking back on the 2017 draft, at the time, you believe Jason Tatum was the best prospect.
And with hindsight, BA, that seems obvious. But back then, Markelle Fultz was the consensus #1 pick. Credit the Celtics for trading back and getting their guy.
Hauser, he's checked in for Brown.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? White. Again, the miss by Boston. New Orleans leading by 4. Pass to Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Is it that easy to just get around a motherfucker and dunk and lay up? Like, bro.
Yeah, and that's about as natural as breathing to him. Zion lives above the rim.
Williamson against Tatum. Here's Keita. Now Tatum. Inside. Keita gets the bucket.
Well, this offense is much more effective when Tatum is making the extra pass and setting up his teammates.
Now here's Poole. They lead by 4. And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Fans, put your hands together for Celtics Entertainment.
Tillman's checked in for Boston. Simons comes in for White. And a guy who's won so many music awards recently, Jack Harlow in attendance.
You know, though he's a Louisville native, he grew up a Boston fan. And according to him, it was the Kevin Garnett trade that really made that happen.
Now here's Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Banked it in off the glass.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And the call will be against Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Second team foul.
Here's Alvarado. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Hawkins. Counted from distance.
I love the decisiveness from Hawkins. He's skilled at realizing when he should shoot off the catch.
Now here's Pritchard. Alvarado defending. Pass to Tatum. Tries a 10-footer. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
From downtown, and that's not gonna go. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Pelicans.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
So for New Orleans right now, we've got Herb Jones. Jose Alvarado is out there with Kevon Looney, and it's Queen in at the 4.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Well, Grant, when Zion is doing what he does best, it changes everything for the Pels.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer. With him in rhythm, they're not just dangerous, they're different.
Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Baseline try. And it's Queen with a rebound.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Peyton Pritchard. Second personal foul. First team foul.
And here's New Orleans now. Pass to Jones. The floater. Hauser grabs the board. Celtics trail by 9. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Jones drives in. That one goes. Count it. Jones has got his second basket.
Just slicing to the bucket. Jones looking solid off the drive.
Pass to Walsh. Now here's Simons. Beyond the arc. No good. And that makes him 0 for 3. And here's Alvarado. Jones, the pass to Queen. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Fires the three. Rebound Boston. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Brian?
A dangerous duo. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And Boston with some changes. Boucher's checked in for Tillman. Brown comes in for Walsh. And it's White in for Pritchard. And the Pelicans will go for a different look here. Messi, he's checked in for Looney. Zion Williamson comes in for Queen. Jordan Poole, he's checked in for Hawkins. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Alvarado. Pass to Jones. Back to Murray. 6 to shoot. Williamson for 3. That one doesn't go. He's just 2 for 5. Celtics trail by 13. White for 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Jones. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Jones has got 4 points in the quarter. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Pass to Simons. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. Trey Murphy, he's checked in for Jones. Poole against White. Poole work in the interior.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
And Brown has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. 15-point game. There's 1:54 left to play in the first half. Got a piece of it. Ooh, stolen by Murray. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Poole for 3. Hauled in by Brown. The Celtics shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. Here's Hauser. Drills the elbow jumper.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
Outside Murray. Pass to Messi. To the left side wing. There's a screen. Shot clock at 6. To the wing on the left. Off target from outside.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And here's Brown for 3. That shot off. New Orleans leading by 13. Outside Murray. There's 39 seconds left in the half. Shot clock at 5. For 3. The rebound, Celtics. Here's White. Takes it inside. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Cunning drive by White. He saw a hole and took advantage.
Murray scanning the floor. And that one's long. Now here's Brown. He has 6. Out to Simons. They swipe it. Here's Williamson. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One of the stories here, Jordan Poole. Man, is he getting it done. Today.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Derek White out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Queta in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Murray finds Williamson. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Count it. And the Pelicans lead by 13.
Tried to get in there using his height. Murphy working through the defense.
And the new front office for New Orleans aiming to set a high standard.
Yeah, B.A., amidst some adversity with help, the Pelicans have to focus what's in their hands to control and leave no stone unturned in chasing greatness.
So he comes up empty at the line. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Williamson passes to Murray. No good on the three. Celtics trail by 13. There's Tatum with the three. Williams grabs the board. Williamson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Back to Murray. Right at the free throw line. Up again. It's good on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Here's Williamson. Ooh, Zion with a show of strength on the finish.
Well, to Zion, a little bit of contact is nothing. I'm not even sure he feels it.
Tatum finds White. Back to Tatum. Kick out to Brown. White for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Murray's got 4 rebounds now. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Williamson. No good. Brown with some nice D. Now here's White. Step back shot. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Down low. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Yeah, and Murray can do so many things on the court, including setting up his teammates.
To the inside. Oh, got a piece of it. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Zion Williamson is a force offensively, but now he's applying his physical gifts to the other end of the court. He said, quote, teams were hunting me on defense. Watching the film, I didn't like that. I just started taking a lot more pride in it, working on it so I can hold my own. Back to you.
Locking in. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. From 11 feet away, Queta pulls it in.
Well, credit the defense there. Bothered him enough that he couldn't get it to go down.
And one thing about Jaylen Brown, he seems so composed out there.
Yeah, B.A., he's very calm. Doesn't waste energy. You love a player who's this focused and calculated.
Pritchard's checked in for Simons. Looney's checked in for New Orleans. Jones comes in for Zion Williamson. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The first free throw is good.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla is a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
Tatum drops the hammer.
Great move by Tatum, getting to the rim and throwing it down.
Poole outside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Poole's got 8.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
They set the pick. Right side Brown. Jones against Tatum. And the 3 off target.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And he dunks it down.
You see the full strength and athleticism of Murphy on this jam.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 19. Yep, that one's good.
The defense kind of opened up for him, and he took full advantage.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Poole for 3. And Pritchard pulls it down. Boston has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Kick out to Brown. Pass to White. Let's go with a 3. Pelicans cleared away. Looney's got 5 rebounds in the game. Jones, the pass to Murray. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now White. Here's the 3. The shot no good. And so it's New Orleans looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guards. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Then there's Jose Alvarado, and it's Hawkins in at the 2. Boucher finds Brown. From the arc. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Down low. Here's Jones. And the dunk by Jones.
Well, when guys like Jones...
Greg, we've got 2 teams that boast some serious firepower off the bench.
And that depth makes each team more difficult to defend, more unpredictable. Both sides have a lot of guys who can step up on any given night.
Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Murphy and Williamson up in the forward slots. Jordan Poole is out there with Murphy.
Wow, what a play! Unbelievable!
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Here's Williamson. What a terrific move that was.
And this team encourages Zion to be assertive inside. They know how skilled and overpowering he can be.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Out to the right wing. And stolen by Simon. Inside, it's deflected. And stolen by Williamson. Poked away.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Pass to Nisi. It's good.
You see the playmaking ability of Williamson there. Great pass to set up his teammate.
Tim, one thing for sure, when Zion Williamson is right, he can carry all by himself in offense.
Well, there is no question he is an athletic freak. There is no answer for him when he is playing aggressively.
Here's Brown. Shot clock at 5. Lets the 3 fly. Pelicans pull it in.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
And Poole gets it to go.
You got to chase Poole off that three-point line, or he will do exactly that.
Brown the pass to White. Offline with his 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Murray, good.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Boston making a switch here. Richards checked in. Tatum kicks to White. And another miss by Boston. New Orleans leading by 7. Pass to Murray. Back to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
White, good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Messi. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And great with the absence of Jason Tatum for the time being. Perhaps a hiatus for the Celtics as a title favorite?
Well, not to mention some of the salary cap casualties. It's not the same team that won it all in 24, but in great position once Tatum returns.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. The Pelicans are looking to shoot more three-pointers. Zion Williamson said the message has been pretty clear to get him up. That means we've got to play with pace. It helps me a lot just opening up my game. We have options everywhere out in the perimeter. It's definitely a positive for us. Kevin?
Trying to run and gun. Allie, we thank you very much. Pass to Pritchard. Outside Tatum.
2 minutes.
Over Williamson. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul. Sam Hauser's checked in for the Celtics. Herbert Jones, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Jose Alvarado comes in for DeJounte Murray. New Orleans moving the ball around. And it's Alvarado missing. Celtics trail by 9. Here's Tatum. No good that time. Good D by Williamson. Pass to Alvarado. There's 1:17 left to play in the first quarter. The drive by Williamson. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Pass to Tatum. And stolen by Williamson. Pushing it up. And the basket by Alvarado.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Tatum, that's for 2. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Tatum's got his second bucket tonight. New Orleans leading by 11. And Jones now atop the key. Williamson outside. Great D that time from Tatum. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Pass to Pritchard. Fires the 3. Alvarado grabs the board. Williamson from long range. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far.
Good shit.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin for the Pelicans here, guys.
On the attack right from the tip. They've been relentless offensively.
Well, they haven't been challenged so far. Everything they're doing seems to be working.
Pritchard and White are their guards. There's Boucher out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Garza in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the Boston Five. Knocks down the three ball.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Here's Pritchard. He's defended by Alvarado. Puts up a deep three. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Pelicans leading by 14. Pass to Alvarado. Hawkins kicks to Jones. That three off the mark. And for the Celtics, they're shooting just 31% in the game. Here's Pritchard. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
Alvarado, the three-pointer, no good. The Celtics have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yes, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Last season for the Pelicans, Tim, one to forget. Absolutely decimated by injuries.
Well, unfortunately, that's been the norm for Zion Williamson. But the extent of it throughout the roster was mind-boggling. They're trying to reset, and they're hoping things go differently this season.
That's good from Poole on the assist by Murray. Poole's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pelicans. Murray against Pritchard. Pass to Boucher. Back to Pritchard. Just 5 to shoot. Misses from close range. Pelicans leading by 14. They set the pick. And they double up Murray. And the call will be against Anthony Simons. That's his first foul. Yves Missi, he's checked in for New Orleans. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. 5 to shoot. They get it back. And the layup's good off the glass. Missi's got 10 points.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And that's why they're behind. A lack of effort, a lack of attention to detail.
Three-pointer, Pritchard buries the long-range jumper. Pritchard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Murray against Pritchard. Murray, the pass to Poole. Now here's Williamson. Pass to Missi. Another shot, and Williamson with a nice bucket inside. 8 points for him.
I'll tell you, Zion can do that all night. Terrific offensive rebound.
Here's White, and Jones pulls it down. Pelicans leading by 15. Williamson right side. Jones finds Williamson. Now Murray launches it. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Pelicans lead by 18.
Oh, that's a nice looking three there for Murray. How about the high release on that one?
And some changes here for the Celtics. Tatum, he's checked in for Derek White. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Pritchard. Trey Murphy's checked in for the Pelicans. And Tim, quite the character, this Jordan.
Unreal!
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Man, can he get up and finish with power?
And it's Poole with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. For the three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum, that's for two, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. .132 left in the first half. Murray against Simon. Shot clock at 6. And here's Brown outside. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Celtics trail by 16. Tatum. Tatum using his size inside.
Nice little finish there inside from Tatum. He is so quick to get up when he's near the rim.
Pass to Messi. And he converts the layup. Messi's got 12 in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game has gone, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Brown, no good. New Orleans leading by 16. And Murray, here we go. Another one falls for New Orleans.
So effective from the mid-range. Can't give Murray room to get that one off.
Tatum against Williamson. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Substitutions for the Celtics.
Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. 6 points for Jarrett White.
A point-blank range. That is too easy.
And so it's New Orleans with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back right after this.
Attention to center court. And get ready for the fans' half-court shot drums, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Celtics trail by 16, and new leadership for the Pelicans. Greg looking to create a tough, no-excuses mindset.
And at the risk of making excuses, injuries are what held this team back last season. So some of that toughness might be best reflected in their ability to just stay on the court.
Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's 5. Murphy and Williamson up in the forward slots. Murray out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Messi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Simons from outside. Pelicans with the rebound. To the paint, here's Murray. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Murray's got 9.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Takes a 3. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Pelicans ball.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Tatum. Celtics trail by 21. backhands the 12-footer. 8 points for him.
And how about the decision-making by Tatum there? I mean, fantastic at just having a feel for what the defense is going to do and then creating the space there for the jumper.
Here's Murray. Again, the miss by Murray. For Boston, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. Good on the 3-point shot.
You expect Tatum to be around that 40% mark from deep. Very reliable from 3.
And Murray, here we go. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Here's Poole, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 18. And so Simons will bring it up for Boston. And when you look at Jordan Poole's game, GA, what makes him special?
I think it's his creativity and elusiveness. Able to get in his bag, if you will, and play with it and create his shot more or less at will.
Kept alive. Tries again. Nisi. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And here's Brown outside. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Brown's got 7 points.
That's a smart pass. Get it to Brown and just let Jalen cook.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. There's a good screen, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Celtics making a switch here. Richards checked in. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Jones is checked in. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. On the wing, Murray. He's covered by Pritchard. Murray, good.
Murray pounding it in the paint there. Murray doing it all.
Brown kicks to White. Buries it from 3-point range. 12 points for him.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. So it'll be Trey Murphy shooting. It goes on Jason Tatum. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And you think of the different styles of play. Tim is the one that you prefer watching.
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play. And I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can.
Using all of that size to create leverage and rip down that board.
And finished off by Brown.
And guys, I don't think Brown gets enough credit for his toughness. This is a guy who never shies away from contact.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Chris Boucher's checked in for the Celtics. Sam Hauser comes in for Brown. And New Orleans also making a change. Kevon Looney is checked in for Yves Missi.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in.
Buddy, it's okay. I literally said this is my first time playing 2K26. I'm literally doing a trial, bro. Like, it's okay, bro. Calm down, Kyle.
A little deeper with the hanging finish.
I'm telling you, he is doing absolutely everything he can out there. He's just not getting enough help.
The three from Poole. Boucher with the rebound. Celtics trail by 11. The three from Tatum. The three from Tatum.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Incredible athleticism from Murray. A combo guard with some serious elevation.
Tatum passes to Boucher. Here's Hauser, guarded by Poole. Tatum.
You know what you can do?
Gets the bucket.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Murray scanning the floor. This is his first free throw of the game.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 11 seconds left to play here in the third. Outside, Simon. Here's Hauser. Well, we thought the third is confirmed. Before the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never.
DeJounte Murray has been leading the charge for New Orleans. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Out on the wings for him, it'll be Simons and Brown. There's Boucher out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard. That's the Boston Five. Here's Hauser. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists tonight.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
13 feet away. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And here is Simon. 3-pointer, Pritchard. And again, Boston with the triple.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Here's Looney. Rebound by the Celtics. Boucher's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Pritchard. Simon from outside. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
In a tight game like this, you really have to take it one possession at a time. Focus on limiting mistakes.
And the Pelicans miss again. Celtics on offense. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Here's Pritchard. Left side, Brown. 3-pointer, Simon. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Simons has got the lead up to 1 now for the Celtics. And timeout called by Willie Green. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately, Steve Meese, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Willie Green coaching his team during that last break. He had some words of confidence for his team, saying all it takes is a few chances. You make a few plays down the stretch, we can steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks so much. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Celtics?
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Trey Murphy's checked in for Jones. Poole comes in for Hawkins. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Jose Alvarado.
And with that bucket, he ceases a 14-0 run by Boston.
There's the lob to the hoop.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, they've shown great determination, and that speaks to the overall character of this team.
Pelicans trail by 3. Pass to Meese.
Celtics foul. Marius Seda. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Spins. Here's Murray. Scores off the spin. Murray's got 4 this quarter.
And just making it hard to stay on it. The dribble moves gets Murray the space he needs to operate.
Simons, the pass to Queta. That one drops.
And not efficient in that first half, but they have really picked it up here. The shots that weren't falling earlier are finally finding the bottom of the net.
Now Murray. And he banks the layup in.
And you have to appreciate the confidence that Murray plays with. He's never afraid to take the big shot.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. That comes in for Sam Hauser. Celtics on offense. They're on an 18-6 run. Here's Tatum, fires the 3. It's good!
Well, controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
Pelicans trail by 4. Murray with it. Outside Poole. It's stolen by White. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him. And he gets that one to go.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Murray against Simon. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Celtics leading by 6. Brown deciding where to go with it.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Pelicans. We've got 1:28 left to play in the final quarter. And he misses the J. Tatum outside. From outside. Crane from outside.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Here's Poole. Oh, what a finish!
Making the right pass is the first thing on Poole's mind. He wants to be the floor general.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Brown! And the 3 misses. Pelicans trail by 9. With the step back. From deep. A 3-pointer. Good.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Tatum. And that one is good.
We're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
Williamson fires. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
New Orleans ball.
Now a timeout called by Boston. There's 37 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And you just have to avoid silly fouls here, guys. Defend with caution. Maybe get ready to make some free throws. If they can do that, they'll be looking really good here.
There's the drive. Lays it in off the window.
The man. So many expectations are placed on Zion. And there, he comes up huge.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
The defense so focused on Murray there, but he's got like a sixth sense of when someone's open.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. Murray missed on the 3. Fires from way outside, and down goes the 3.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
And so it's Boston easily.
Don't trust rappers.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. A look at the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. And for the Celtics, White and Brown are the wingmen. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. And it's Simons in at the 1. A lot of the talk coming in focused on the backcourts, Richard. Both teams have outstanding guard play.
And that means we should see some creative offense. I love skill play at any position, but it's often the guards that will leave you speechless.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
Oklahoma City shooting their first foul shot of the night. And that one misses. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
Pass to SGA. Clock at 6. 3-pointer. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. And we're about a minute into the first. Puts it up from 12. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. He's covered by Simons. Dort, a screen on Simons. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Tatum against Dort. Brown drives in. Some solid defense from Williams.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, B.A. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
Dort, the kick out to Williams. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
The Celtics have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. The drive by Tatum. Dort with a steal. And a fast break now for the Thunder. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, defensive plays like that are Dort's specialty. His active hands turning them over and jump-starting the break.
Brown finds White. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside, Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Tatum. The 3 is up. Dort grabs the miss. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Inside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
for Oklahoma City. They've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Brian, back to you.
Sharing the rock. Allie, appreciate the report. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Celtics trail by 8. White looking it over. Here's Queta. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's SGA. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. That's tipped. Tatum against Holmgren. Tatum can't hit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Holmgren, the pass to Williams. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Here's SGA. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Brown passes to Queta. On the wing, Tatum. He's covered by Holmgren. There's the screen. Fires the 3. The putback. White on the wing. Pass to Tatum. And stolen by Holmgren. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Celtics trail by 8. And stolen by Williams. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Now here's White. Brown passes to Pritchard. Tatum a screen on SGA. From the stripe. Again, the miss by Boston.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Williams' shot is good.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Again, the miss by Boston.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Kick out to Brown. Over Dort. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Oklahoma City. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Sam Hauser out there with Chris Boucher, and it's Garza in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarkson of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. Here's Hauser, following the bucket by Oklahoma City, and finished off by Boucher.
Not the tallest center in the league, he more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
And Williams has got the ball here for OKC. They held a 12-point lead earlier. The kick out to Williams. The 3 is up. Boston pulls it in. On the wing, Hauser. Outside White. Wallace with it. Now guarded by White. Here's Williams. And it's Oklahoma City with another.
I like when Williams works in these mid-range areas. I mean, such an impressive score.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Anthony Simons, he's checked in for Garza. Simons outside. The 3-ball. Williams grabs the board. Thunder leading by 10. No doubt Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Now here's White. 6 points for him. Pass to Hauser. White with a screen on Wiggins. Here's Hauser. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Holmgren comes in for Williams, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Wiggins. Hauser outside. Takes the 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Left side, Williams. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
And Pritchard, here we go. And it's good for 2.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Kicks it out to Holmgren. Caruso outside. Back to Holmgren. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
And Boston with some changes. Tatum comes in for White, and it's Jaylen Brown in for Pritchard. Then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein. He's checked in for Caruso, and it's Lou Dort in for Wallace. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists now tonight. Celtics trail by 15. Brown passes to Hauser. And it's off from 3-point range. Oklahoma City's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Hartenstein finds Williams. Back to Hartenstein. Dort outside. Pass to Holmgren. 4 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
All it takes is a sliver of daylight, and Gilgeous-Alexander will exploit it.
Wallace, he's checked in for Williams. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. The Celtics have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Tatum can't hit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
SGA double, pass to Dort. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen. That way.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot. Chet Holmgren checked some boxes. He said if you can play defense and shoot the ball, you can pretty much play on any court, anywhere. Those are 2 things that are always needed on the basketball court, and that's where the foundation of my game started. Back to you.
A unique talent. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. So it's Boston now, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander against Simons. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Tatum, looking to win the run. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now Dort. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Now here's Tatum. No made baskets yet. Got a piece of it. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Hartenstein a screen. Wallace, the pass to Dort. Hits the three-pointer. Dort's got his first 3 points of the game.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Tatum, a screen on Dort. To the middle. Tatum can't hit.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
And on the floor for Mark Daigneault, starting the second half. 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3 spot. Well, Richard, some stars are the system, but Jason Tatum is often admired as a selfless system player.
Yeah, Jason enjoys being a piece of the greater puzzle. He doesn't have to have everything run through him, and I know that makes his teammates happy.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Out to Simons. Hauser outside. 4 on the clock. Tatum from long range. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 7 tonight. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one goes. And that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Ooh, how about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
Pass to Dort. There's the triple. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 assists in the game. Boston has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And it's Tatum missing. The Thunder have gone 3 of 3 in the second half. Dort for 3. And it's Boucher with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Hauser passes to Boucher. Oh, big finish!
Wow.
Okay, I see you.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. And the Thunder shooting 71%. Their offenses look unstoppable all game long.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 19 points in the game. Puts up a deep 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And stolen by Boucher. And here's Simons outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound in this one. And stolen by Boucher. And here's Simons outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. Simons got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Yeah, such an assertive shooter. Simons has his feet planted and just hits it.
You know, for a team that's had deep playoff runs almost every year recently, the Celtics fell short last season, RJ.
Well, injuries and other factors played into that. But there's so much parity in the NBA right now. There is no team invincible come playoff time.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Celtics trail by 21. And here's Brown for 3. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Dort. Williams' shot is good. Williams has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Tatum way outside. Boston no good that time either.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Boston shooting only 30% in the 3rd quarter. He takes it in. There's Simons with a 3, and the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Simons has got 6.
They can't give Simons any room from that corner spot.
Here's Holmgren, and the big finish by Holmgren.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
Outside Tatum. And here's Brown for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
So Oklahoma City ends up going with a new group. We've got 1:13 left to play in the 3rd quarter of basketball. Here's Wiggins. The kick out to Williams. The 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. From outside the arc. And Tatum is good for 3. Give him 8.
For almost anyone but Tatum, that's a bad shot. But he has the range to make all of that just so easy.
Wiggins for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Thunder lead by 21.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Tatum. Oklahoma City shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. The free throw drops for Wiggins. And Wiggins drops them both. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Tatum from long range. They get it back. Pass to Simons. Puts up a deep 3. Williams grabs the board. Simons with a steal. Hauser outside. Tatum from long range gets the 3 to fall. Tatum's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Good if it goes. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection.
Yeah, that's how we roll. She wearing a Rolex. All those moving cold, and I'm on that grown flex. I bet you that they fold. These made some bold threats. I'm living by that code. Technicolor coat like I'm Joseph. She's in a robe. She's in a robe. I'm gonna gonna get them both. Call me a dog, I go fetch. I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get them. I'm over the west coast. Mashing on me looks grotesque. Right now I'm moving dolo. I'm kinda on my solo. My missus just got FOMO. Booked us a quick late Como. Life ain't easy, I'm in control though. Lengthy and I can throw that. Trying to find your way home with Todo. I'm not the Wizard of Oz, I that witch. Back in the days when I was in PJs. Talking about those MTV days. Back to the time of the relay. Washing up. She's trying to get my details these times. I'm trying to watch that he say, she say. I'm on the beach chilling out with Shorty. She ordering some fresh ceviche. How could you stoop so low? How could you do that madness, bro? Walking a while, just float. God's armor, I got my back exposed. Man, them are at my throat. They counting me out, how mad's that though? I put them onto game and I've given out them access codes. My girl, man, they curl them nails. Go pedicure them toes. Go get some brand new clothes, cause we going to Carbone. I got a ball of flows, standing in Marty Rose. They couldn't unit 10 days, man, them on Woolworth Road.
Backhands on, got rid of that worker. It's me that's rowing this boat, no I can't just sit back and be an observer. Nigel boy, I was trying to rap, yeah, in the low like Hunters doing no. Come when cash converter, said if you come with the cash out. Said if you come with the cash I'll serve you. Free bro, like Snoop, gave him a beard and the case was. Can't tell me about my ones, can't tell me don't take it further. Pray that broski gets his appeal, could've tried turning him to a beef was frying, he bun that burger. But don't get twisted, even though that I rap, I'm still trying to trade in towns like New York Knicks did. Still gonna put on big bits and I still got no love for the piglets. And you know that I come from Toxteth, the way that I rock is a little bit different. And there's no point trying to blend in, cause it looks like I play for the Detroit Pistons. But from a kid I've been chasing a bag, man, picked up a box in the alley like Liston. I've been like Leon Edwards, done Eastman back when he so-called got him. Now the front of the whip need fixing, cause he had a till I tick them. Then it is what it is now, staying consistent. Back to the biz now, I was in a system. Now I'm on the M-way doing them trips now. And not on me thinking I'm lit now, but I've been lit from a kid, I'm just big now. Make her the gal, them still wanna look out, thinks I'm gone, cause she saw me with gigs now. Up in the bits now, moving diligent, something I didn't even know was innocent. Bikes on with ice, that summertime nights got everyone billing them. All of the bad ones in and out gym again. Maxi just see the back just jiggling. Don't know why, try act like say he's a stand-up guy when he's more Gilligan. But you ain't patting like that, some actors ain't savage like that. What's happening, man, are just capping on tracks. Embarrassing, I ain't a fan of their raps. Following, but they ain't adding them back. Face refresh home out. Adapt up quick and I'm patting up fast. But I watch what you say when you're chatting with cats. Backhands on, got rid of that worker. It's me that's rowing this boat, no I can't just sit back and be an observer. Nigel boy, I got I was trying to rap, yeah, in the low like Hunters doing no.
Game 5 of the NBA Finals. The New York Knicks have been patient. They have endured.
Welcome to the NBA Finals. One question on everyone's mind. Will this be the night an NBA champion is crowned? Game 5. It's right here on 2K Sports. Our game All right, let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
And the importance of depth is on display right now. Both teams missing solid contributors. Who can gut it out with playoff survival at stake?
And now the Los Angeles starters. It's Collins and Powell. Power forward with Lopez at center. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Chris Paul. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. And for New York, Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the center, locking down the middle. Taking a look at the Clippers. They are down 3-1 in this series. Things not looking good for them. But hey, anything can happen.
Well, you'd be foolish to count this team out. I mean, the firepower and mentality is still there. They will need to be perfect to come back, but it's possible.
Inside, Towns can be so physical, guys, and that makes him tough to cover.
Collins outside. Leonard against Anunoby. Leonard can't get it to go.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Bridges against Bogdanovich. Outside Anunoby. Just 5 on the clock. There's the drive. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Such a fantastic athlete. When OG Anunoby puts it on the deck, look out, folks.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Earlier I spoke with Mike Brown. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. BA?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And it's Brunson missing.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Bogdanovich passes to Paul. Pass to Leonard. The fader. Offensive rebound. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Well, John Collins has proven over the course of his career to be a consistent rebounder. You have got to box this guy out.
Outside Anunoby. The three is up. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Down low. Leonard on the wing. Leonard can't get that one to fall. The Knicks have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Shot's good by Hart.
That's all grit from Josh Hart. This guy will mix it up on the interior.
Bogdanovich against Bridges. Bogdanovich passes to Paul. And here's Collins for 3. Rebound by Bridges. Now the Knicks with it. And what a run they've had in these playoffs. Only 3 losses getting to this point.
Well, we're deep into the playoffs. Only dropping 3 games is pretty incredible. They've played fantastic team basketball.
Bogdanovich passes to Collins. Back to Bogdanovich. Stolen by Bridges. Up ahead. Up again. Brunson misses. There's a minute 26 left in the first quarter. Bogdanovich passes to Lopez. And here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Kawhi Leonard reminding folks he's still got a vertical. Look out.
Towns a screen on Paul. Towns outside from deep three-point range. New York again can't hit. And it's Leonard with the ball for the Clippers. Here's Bogdanovich. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
You like seeing Bogdanovich get it done inside. An opportunistic score around the rim.
Here's Brunson. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
Count that bucket. Collins has got his second basket of the game.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Brunson. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
That's toughness. That's ability to absorb contact and finish. That is Jalen Brunson in a nutshell.
Leonard for 3. And he can't get that one. Knicks trail by 4. Now here's Brunson. Outside Hart. Outside Anunoby. Launches it. The shot no good. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Clippers ahead, up by 4. And let's get you back onto the court for more of this pivotal Game 5. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
Well, they found their offensive openings in the mid-range, and they continue to find ways to open up those jump shot opportunities.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
And so in the game for the Clippers, Nicholas Batum out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Chris Dunn. And it's Conan Niederhauser in at the center position. Towns on a screen. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Brunson. Check out Brunson going to work inside.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
Knocks it loose. With the drive, and the layup is good. Brunson's got 4 points in the quarter.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Bridges against Beal. To the inside. Dunn outside. Pass to Beal. The three. The Knicks with the rebound. Brunson looks it over. Now Anunoby. Outside Hart. Bridges outside. Hart with a screen on Batum. 5 on the clock. Hart passes to Bridges. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Derek Jones.
I mean, to me, every NBA team is looking for players just like OG Anunoby. Elite defensively, can guard multiple positions, and boy, he'll give you some things offensively.
Paul passes to Jones. Brunson with a double team. Back to Paul. Over Brunson. Paul can't get it to go.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Towns. Karl Anthony Towns doing his thing inside.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Here's Paul. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. New York trailing. Pass to Brunson. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Hart inside. He's guarded by Paul. Hart can't hit. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. New lineup here for New York. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Collins, he's checked in for Jones.
Boy, Kawhi Leonard lets his game do the talking. Yes, he's soft-spoken and quiet, but boy, he's a big-time player.
Ball finds Bogdanovic. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bogdanovic. Knicks trail by 3. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Yabusele outside. 4-3. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. The Knicks have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. And that one's good. Clarkson.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Leonard outside. Collins outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Collins has got 6.
Yeah, John Collins doing work in the painted area right there. Gotta love it.
Pass to Yabusele. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Yabusele, screen on Paul. New York needs to get off a shot here. The three is up. McBride can't get it to go.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And he lobs it up. Nice catch and finish on the lob. And now a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
Chris Paul is such a natural facilitator. His ability to read angles and deliver the ball on time and on target is special.
Yabusele, a screen on Paul. Here he goes. Tipped away. It's stolen by Leonard. Pass to Bogdanovich. Misses the three. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Los Angeles up by 5. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Tyronn Lue. And, Coach, tell me more about your team's performance there in that first half.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Some great post.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were. An interesting post. Glad you could join us.
And here we go. The NBA Finals continue here on 2K Sports. Boy, you got to like what John Collins has done in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
Guerschon Yabusele out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Kolek in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Mike Brown. Ball passes to Lopez. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Lopez has got his first 2 points. Robinson, a screen on Paul. Here's Kolek. Fires for 3. Offensive board. Clarkson outside. That's tipped. To the paint. Pass to Leonard. For 3. Second chance shot. The Knicks with the rebound. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Now here's McBride. Tight defense on him. Off with the layup.
0 for 3 to start the second half. You've got to start finding your footing here.
Outside Bogdanovich. And he banks in the layup. And the Clippers lead by 9.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work. But that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Pass to Clarkson. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Bogdanovich. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Kolek. Puts it up. New York, no good that time either.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
And Mitchell Robinson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Here's Brunson outside. New York, again, can't hit.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Leonard passes to Paul. To the middle. Puts up a three. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Bridges outside. Back to Towns. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Brunson. And here's Bridges. Over Leonard. New York, again, can't hit.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy's a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
They get the rebound from outside the arc. And that three is knocked down by Kawhi.
Kawhi Leonard's career three-point percentage might shock people. And I'm telling you, as a defender, I'm not conceding that one.
Brunson misses.
Gosh, it feels like he's pressing a little bit, and obviously playing from behind doesn't help.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul.
This shit don't even matter. You can have this all the way up.
That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Jones, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's done in for Kawhi Leonard. Collins right side. All alone. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Knicks trail by 12. Hart passes to Anunoby. Counted from distance. Anunoby's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, just tremendous concentration on deep range. OG Anunoby is really coming along as a shooter.
Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Jones, the pass to Bogdanovich. Collins with a screen on Anunoby. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
John Collins has tremendous vertical showing off right there.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Brunson against Collins. Pass to Towns. Fires the three. And again, New York with the triple.
Every team wants bigs who can knock it down from distance. Yes, sir.
Bogdanovich from long range. Sinks it from distance. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Fires from way outside. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Los Angeles finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Beal and Kawhi operate together on the wings. Then there's Derek Jones. Then there's Chris Dunn. And it's Conan Niederhauser in at the 5 spot. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Now Leonard. Up top, Beal. And he lobs it up top. Oh, they get a hand on it. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Here's Conan Niederhauser. Covered by Towns.
Well, with the size and the foot speed and the feel on the defensive end, you see how easily Towns can contest shots.
For 3, Bridges. And again, New York with the triple.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And Ty Lue has just called a timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And the Clippers making a change here. Lopez is checked in. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Inside, here's Lopez. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Outside Brunson. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Towns way outside. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got 5 rebounds in the game. Does pass to Leonard. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Because Kawhi Leonard has such a well-rounded offensive game, it's easy for him to put the defense in a bad position, draws contact there.
Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. Collins, he's checked in for Jones. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Bradley Beal. And it's Chris Paul in for Dunn. Brunson. Collins rips down the board. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And let's give them credit to the shot blocking on display. They set the tone early and have kept the pressure on defensively.
Uncovered. Anunoby there for the rebound.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Bogdanovic! The 3 is in!
This speaks to the level of confidence Bogdanovic possesses, looking to shoot immediately off the catch.
Ball against Brunson. Fires the 3. Ooh, Brunson, the sweet lefty stroke.
One of the best clutch players in the entire league. Step up, Mr. Jalen Brunson.
Outside Leonard. Collins with a screen on Anunoby. Here's Collins. Oh, he misses the layup. And there's a minute 45 left in the game. Using the glass to lay it in.
You can see that OG Anunoby wants the opportunity to deliver in a big moment and does.
Leonard up top. Anunoby covering. Leonard doesn't hold back.
The unflappable Kawhi Leonard doing his thing.
Ball against Brunson. Jacks up a 3. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
Leonard! Oh, no good! And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. 2-point game. To tie it up. Now Bridges. It's stolen by Bogdanovic. From downtown. And he nails it.
And Bogdan has played in big games before, and this experience translating into him being ready to take important shots.
Hart with a screen on Paul. Now Hart. He launches. It's good from beyond the arc.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Lopez, the screen on Brunson. Here's Leonard. Now Lopez. It's in!
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Hart outside for 3. buries it from outside.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And so he drops them both, and it's a three-point game.
Well, you love to see the calmness at the line. Didn't phase him at all. Big-time spot, and he makes it easy.
Towns outside to tie it up. Oh, Towns with the triple.
Yeah, he shot the ball well enough to keep his team even. Let's see if together they can elevate past that.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Paul fires! Time expires! We're going to overtime! Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game.
Here we go.
They've got Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Bridges in at the two-guard spot. Anunoby! Money from three!
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Leonard. Paul up top. There's 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Towns rips down the board.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Bridges.
Really smart play by Bridges. Just that pump fake gets that defender off balance. Nicely done.
And he drops it first. Bridges hits them both.
And when the pressure mounts, he is absolutely someone they can rely on.
Clippers trail by 5. Leonard! Can't get the three.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
Here's Brunson. Now Anunoby. Leonard there for the rebound. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his 3rd foul so far. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from deep. Not what they need this overtime. Leonard, double team. Collins outside.
One of the things I like most about John Collins is that steady demeanor that he brings to the game. You understand he's a double-digit scorer. He's going to get to the offensive window. Somebody you know what you're going to get from him night by night.
And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that brings him within 2 here.
Yeah, just a fruitful trip to the line. He's made this a one-possession game.
Hart with a screen on Paul. Brunson rushes in. Hart outside. The triple drop. Oh, wow, guys, this does not look good. We've got an injury here.
Oh, man, that's tough. You just never like to see this in sports.
Obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
McBride, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Now Leonard. Now Paul. Now Leonard. Oh, he missed the jumper.
Well, I don't love his shot selection tonight. He's got to work for better looks.
And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. The 3 ball is down.
Well, a high motor player like Mikal Bridges has got to make quick decisions. Rise and fire off the catch and shoot, Mikal.
Here's Collins. Can't hit it.
If you're a defender, your job is to make life hard on an excellent shooter. Great defense there.
And here's Anunoby. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Towns. 17-footer on the way. Leonard there for the rebound.
This OT has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly exhausted.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. And Leonard drops them both. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that makes it a 7-point lead. The Clippers call timeout. They're losing by 7. All right, guys, what do you think?
A lot to talk about here, but hey, this game is likely out of reach.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
And that's an intentional foul.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
As soon as I meet it, I wanted to see the celebration, bro. Like, damn. Anyway, I only had like a 2-hour trial, so like I was saying, man, that's why I ain't give a fuck about using the fucking sliders and shit or whatever. Who cares, bro? Who cares? Like, talking about like this motherfucker named Kyle Yazzie, 854. How do I hit the dislike button? You keep using cheat codes. I don't like how you play. I swear I don't like this. That's what I gotta say to that. For those who did enjoy the stream, please leave a like, share, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel, man. I will be playing Far Cry 3 tomorrow. The reason why I ain't playing like tonight is because, you know, it's already 10:30. I wanted to, you know, just play something else before I got into that, because that's an open world game. I think it's open world, so yeah. Get ready for that. Join the Discord, follow me on Twitch, follow me on TikTok, man. Appreciate y'all support for real. And to Kyle, fuck you, Kyle. I don't give a fuck. Like I said, I played how I want to play. Shit.